Sometimes, if you listen really hard, you can almost hear it.
Our first ever instant star is...
You're it, girl. You're the real thing.
That moment your life changes.
It's about a girl who is just about to fly off and see the world.
Forever.
Jude Harrison!
Welcome to the Breakdown, an Instant Star Rewatch podcast. It's been a minute, but I am joined, as always, by my lovely co-host Sam.
And I'm here with the beautiful Chloe.
We're sorry for the delay in episodes. I took a month off for Christmas and it was wonderful. And then I've just struggled to get back into normal life in January 22.
And I've personally been having some issues with my health and just getting back into the swing of things after the holidays and the fall and the holidays and family and running here and there and everywhere.
Yeah, January I feel like is a trial month for the rest of the year.
Yes.
Everything always goes wrong in January.
Yes.
But today we are recapping episode 109, Won't Get Fooled Again. Original air date, March 13th, 2005. Or if you're in the USA, August 19th, 2005. I think this is the second biggest episode of season 1.
Oh, yeah. I think for sure there's just so much that happens. And I really appreciated it this time around. I mean, I've seen it multiple times through my rewatches and things like that, but really sitting down with like how we've been doing with New Eyes and just taking it all in, knowing we're going to talk about it, I really just like appreciate everything that went into this episode, with the character wars, and I've always liked the episode, but I think I can say now that it's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's probably my second favorite. 108 being my first favorite.
Yes.
Yes. And I feel like you couldn't have had this episode without the previous episode happening.
Yeah, I don't think it would have fit anywhere else in the timeline. I think it had to be right after 108, and 108 and 109 had to be right where they are.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it would have fit a bit as impactful anywhere else in the timeline.
Yeah, same. Well, the Wikipedia synopsis is Jude decides to chill at home. I'm not sure if that's the correct terminology. After having her heart broken by 2 different guys in one night on her one special night. Sadie and her dad aren't getting along, and Jude is wondering what's going on. Meanwhile, her relationship with Tommy is quickly turning ugly, and just when she thinks she has reached the maximum level of anger, she finds out what her dad did to make Sadie mad, something very betraying. I mean, minus the chilling at home part, that's a good synopsis.
Yeah.
What were your initial thoughts on the episode?
I went in thinking, knowing that, okay, I really like this episode, but I really wanted to pay, like, I knew there was a lot of Jude and Sadie in this episode, and I knew that she didn't rely on Tommy, she didn't rely on Jamie, she didn't rely on Kat, that the person she really most relied on this time was Sadie.
Yeah.
And I wanted to pay close attention to see how that relationship in this episode was different compared to how it has been. because they still had the little rough patch in the beginning with making snide comments to each other. But I wanted to also see how, like say Jamie or her dad or Tommy or all these other people in their lives responded to Jude so much leaning on Sadie.
Yeah.
And like relying on her and just, I don't need Tommy today. I don't need Jamie. I need my sister. I'm trying with, like she says, this is a problem I can fix.
Yeah.
And so I was really interested to see that. And I wanted to pay close attention to Jude in general, because I wanted to see. I'm noticing Jude is a fixer. And so I wanted to see if she would give herself time to heal from like what happened with Tommy and with Shay, and if she would automatically just jump in and try to fix things with Tommy and try to figure out and work on things with her dad. But she told Tommy, it's not all about you. You're really pissing me off right now. I'm going to write this song on my own. And so it was good for her to take that step back, to not, her birthday sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, so it was good to see her step back and say, I need this time. I'm going to do this on my own.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah, I agree. Which one of us did the recap last time? I can't remember.
I did.
Okay, so it's my turn. Okay, well, the recap. I mean, what an episode, seriously.
Yeah.
Jude is still reeling from her very public breakup with Shay at her birthday. Jamie is doing the best friend duty and trying to hide Jude's private life, which is now all over the newspapers, but he fails. Meanwhile, Jude's mum goes out of town, and Sadie comes home so late that it's the next day, which causes friction between Sadie and her dad. Jude notices, but doesn't really press the issue. Georgia insists Jude get back to the studio despite her reservations, and EJ has set Jude up with a photo shoot. Georgia surprises Jude with a spot on Under the Mic to perform Your Eyes. Jude is angry that people are only wanting to speak to her because of what happened with Shay. But Georgia says this means she can write a killer new song to tell Shay exactly how she feels. Jude is excited to get started until she realizes she has to work with Tommy. Jude can't believe that he's acting like their kiss didn't happen, and she storms out and goes home. I like Tommy's maturity in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess you could say he was being an ass, but I just think he was trying to be professional.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, is some of the lines they had him said were assy, but like he kept saying, that's not what we agreed on. That's not what we talked about. So he was trying to maintain that professional relationship, because they did agree to act like it never happened. They agreed to act like it did, it just didn't happen. Jude sitting there in the studio loudly saying, you kissed me and we kissed, and that's as much as they did kiss and stuff. They agreed, A, that it wouldn't be talked about, and B, it could really get Tommy in trouble.
Yeah, and he says
And
this wasn't the deal, and she says neither was this, but she's wrong, because they did he had said, if you want us to keep working together, then we have to say it never happened.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think. Okay, we talked about this a couple episodes ago, where them playing with her age and making 16 being such a big deal, when if she was 18 versus 21, we've talked about all that and how that's just a mess, which I can't wait to talk about that later,
I know.
because that is one thing I'm going to talk about.
Yes.
She still is a teenager, and so not only would it get Tommy in trouble at work, it could legally get him in trouble.
Yep.
And so for her to forget that they said we have to pretend like this never happened, in a way it shows her immaturity, because I know she has a lot going on. I'm not doubting that. But Tommy has a lot riding on that too. And she could slip up and say the wrong thing in front of the wrong person, and his entire world could come crashing down.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting watching it now as a grown-up. I noticed Jude's immaturity this time. Again, she has a lot going on, but Tommy was, I think, trying to be professional, and she wasn't.
It's funny because, like, when I watched it live and when I watched it, as a teenager and even in my young 20s, I was always really on Jude's side, but watching it now as an adult, as a grown woman, I'm more so on, I hate saying sides, but I can more agree with Tommy.
Yeah.
I can more see where he's coming from than I could in the past.
Same.
Just because of my age and knowing things I know now compared to what I didn't know then.
Yeah, same. Well, Jude heads home and asks her dad what's going on with him and Sadie. He lies, covering up his affair and saying that Sadie is jealous of Jude's music career. Jude invites Sadie to a photo shoot to make her seem more included, and she agrees. In the real world, as I like to say, Jamie and Kat are continuing their secret relationship without telling Jude. I'm done with those two now.
I know, I'm just like,
tell
come
everyone.
on already.
Oh, yeah. Jude and Sadie go to the photo shoot, and after a great day, Sadie hits it off with the photographer and they go out afterwards. Jude goes home, where she runs into Tommy, who tries to apologize for the kiss. Jude doesn't think it's sincere, so she storms inside, where she sees her dad and Yvette on the couch. She runs out in shock, and Tommy drives her to G Major. Jude tries to rehearse for Under the Mic, but can't find the passion of the original song. Stuart finds Jude's keys in the front door and goes to apologize to her, but she can't accept it. Jude tells Sadie that her dad is having an affair, and Sadie lets her know that she's known for a long time. I wonder what the passage of time is between when Sadie found out to now.
Yeah, is it months? Is it weeks? I get the feeling it's been months.
Yeah. Maybe like from Jude winning the competition to now, it's like 6 months.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, because I'm thinking it normally takes, so you think it takes about a year to put an album together and put an album out.
Yeah.
It takes about a year to record an album, and then you have a year of like press and talking about it, and it comes out. So about 2 years. And so with Jude ending the year of her album being recorded, I'm thinking more like 6 months since she's won the competition.
Yeah, because it would be too quick otherwise.
Yeah, and so I think Sadie found out maybe a month or two after that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I
I'm
agree.
thinking Sadie's known about 4 months.
Yeah. Jude wants to tell their mum, but Sadie doesn't, so they don't, which leads to a very awkward family dinner when her mum returns. Jude finds the inspiration to write a new song for Under the Mic, which she performs in front of everyone who has knowingly or unknowingly, for Kat and Jamie, hurt or lied to her. Jude's performance is a hit, and Tommy once again tries to apologize to Jude, for real this time. Jude says the song isn't about him and slams the door in his face. Jude tearfully tells her dad that he has to come clean about his affair. We end the episode as Stuart is leaving the house, having been kicked out. I mean, wow. What an episode.
Yeah.
I want to really deep dive the song performance because I think that's the pinnacle of the episode.
Yes.
What did you have for the episode theme? I just had betrayal.
Yeah. Betrayal. I mean, I had betrayal and unknown betrayal.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I think there's 3 people that I think unknowingly betrayed her, where the other people knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
But I think Kat, Jamie, and Sadie unknowingly betrayed her.
How did Sadie betray her?
I think Sadie betrayed her by not telling her from the get-go about their dad.
Yeah, good point. And then she's the one who wants to not tell their mum.
Yeah.
She's known for all this time and she's hated her dad for it, but doesn't want...
You don't want to tell your mom.
Yeah.
You want to let your mom continue to live with this cheater and this liar. And if anything, I mean, it would be one thing if he wasn't still cheating on her, but he's still actively cheating on her.
In their house, too.
Yeah. I mean, in the house where they raise their kids and they have dinner every night and...
Yeah. It's gross.
Yeah.
Well, we'll deep dive the song performance. What did you have for your likes and dislikes?
Of course, my number one like was just the Sadie Jude. I'm such
I had that too.
I have I don't know. You said it a couple weeks ago, but you told me I was a Sadie fan. I was but yeah, I'm the more I think about it, I'm such a Sadie fan. I love her.
I'm not there yet. I liked their bonding session, but I'm not there with Sadie yet.
Yeah. I really like their relationship. So it was good to see them have a good time together.
Yeah.
And it was good to see them have happy times and not be having a bitch fight at their farmhouse.
Yep.
And I think the photo shoot was really cute. And then my likes was I love Under the Mic.
Yep.
There was one line that I loved. It was when the mom came back.
Oh, I think I have that on my favorite quotes. Yeah, I do.
I think it's my favorite quote, but she said something about if Shay cheated on you, then he didn't know how lucky he had it or something. Because right after that, Jude is may I be excused? Because it inspired the song.
Yeah, I've got it here. If Shay was cheating on you, then you're better off without him.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a huge fan of the mom or the dad, but I like certain lines they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they both suck as pants. So.
Same.
I mean, if I'm being honest, they both really suck as pants.
Yes.
Dislikes, of course, was Jude finding out how she did. I mean, I wanted her to find out, but I didn't want her to find out how she did.
No.
No 16-year-old deserves to find out your dad is cheating on your mom like that.
No, I mean, that's literally finding out.
Yeah. Oh, another one of my likes was when she told Tommy that not everything is about him.
Yep.
Dislikes were not so much what Jamie and Kat said, but I'm just over them. I'm just like, come on, enough already.
Yep.
And that's about it. I mean, I hate that Jude was so just like bummed this episode, but I understand why she was.
Yeah. Yeah, my likes. I love Jude's hair color. It was just a very bright shade of red.
Yes.
I liked Tommy trying to be professional. People might disagree, but I loved the Jude and Sadie photo shoot, and I loved Jude's performance and how they showed everyone's different reactions to it. And my dislike was just Jude's dad.
Yes. And you bet.
Yes, I guess. But I think because she's not like a prime character, I don't hate.
Yeah.
She doesn't kind of get included on my lists because
Right.
you don't really know her.
Right.
Did you have any funnies? I mean, it wasn't really a funny episode.
Only funny I really had was the very beginning when Jamie was still in the newspapers.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, Kat's getting the ones at school.
Yeah.
I'm like, just because I'm like, that's just two really good best friends. And my best friends would have done something like that.
Yeah. I had one. The dog returns, and this might
Yes,
be when we see him.
The dog returned.
I don't recall if we see the dog again, so.
I don't know if we do. That dog is hit or miss.
Yes.
I love that dog.
Okay, well, let's deep dive the performance because I think that was the biggest part of the episode.
I think they could have made the whole episode that performance and we still missed something.
Yeah. I mean, the song, like, it's such a good song. And I just think the way they filmed the whole performance.
It's definitely my favorite performance. It's one of my favorite songs. I mean, okay.
Yeah, I mean, just go. Tell me your thoughts.
Well, I have to give the song a 10. I mean, this song is my 10. This song will always be my 10. I don't care if you're male, female, dog, cat, freaking glass picture. If you have human emotions, you have lived this song. You have related to this song. You have probably cried to this song because you have lived it. Oh my God. I think of Instant Star Season 1, I think of Skin.
Yes.
Flat out. I mean, I still have like a couple I have like a 9 and a couple 8s still. But this is my 1 and only 10 for season 1. It will be my 1 and only 10 for season 1 for the rest of my life. Oh my God. And the emotion behind it.
Yep.
It's so powerful.
And the way they did the performance, like you see everyone's different reactions depending on what they've done to Jude. So well done. And Tommy just seems like so sad by the whole thing because obviously he thinks
Yes.
it's all about him.
Yeah.
Also, Jude says it isn't about Tommy. I had it as one of my what the fuck moments. I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't think. To me, it's mostly not about Tommy. I think it's definitely first and foremost about her dad.
Yeah.
But I do think some of the lines that slipped in are definitely about Tommy.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I'm not a songwriter, but I'm guessing, I mean, when you write a song like that, I don't know how it can be about one person.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be about people and things, not one thing, not one person, but many things and, many people. Because I even think there might be a line or two about Shay and about Jamie, but mainly, I mean, but there's no question in my mind that first and foremost it's about her dad.
Yeah, and I think she just said it isn't about Tommy because she didn't want to have that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, that was not the time for that conversation. That wasn't the time, that wasn't the place. And honestly, that was probably the last thing on her mind.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why she was like, get over yourself. Not everything's about you.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But yeah, the whole performance was just, I think it's probably the best scene of the whole season, if I can even say that.
Oh, yeah. I love how it, like, goes to different people, how it, like, when it shows her mom and her dad, and her mom's like, he really broke her heart, didn't he? And her dad is like, yeah, I think he did. Because the dad knows he's not talking about Shay. He's talking about himself.
Yeah.
You just know that by looking at him and by the look in his face. And like how Jamie and Kat say, how Jamie says, we're the last people who should be doing this to her. No more lying. And like even Sadie's face, Sadie knows it's about their dad.
Yeah.
And her face is heartbroken.
And maybe kind of about her because she didn't want to say anything to her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, such a good song. And the fact that Alex wrote it, she didn't write it for the show. I think she just wrote it and then they used it for the show.
Yeah.
So good.
So good.
Did you have any what the fuck moments?
I had that one, like you said, about Tommy in the song.
Yeah.
But other than that, well, no, that wasn't one. I'm trying to think. I think that was the only one I had.
I had two, but I've just thought of one more as we've been talking. The one I just thought of is, how was Jude allowed to perform a brand new song without, like, notifying anyone?
Yes.
Because they all thought it was Your Eyes, and I'm pretty sure you can't just turn up and perform a different song.
Be like, oh, by the way.
But then it wouldn't be good television.
That's right.
I also had that Jude says skin isn't about Tommy. I'm not sure if I agree. And also, my last one, does Georgia know what happened between them? Because when they go to the studio, she's like, want to see a nice little wave here, guys? It's like she kind of knows something happened.
Yeah. Oh, I had one. Why, besides making it good TV, and that's why he needed to be there, why is Tommy at under the mic? Tommy's just a producer, guys.
I think a lot of our what the fucks are just going to be, why is Tommy somewhere?
Why is Tommy there? Why is he here?
Yeah, good point.
I mean, besides the fact that, well, he needed to be there for the storyline.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure your producer doesn't normally go to those events.
No. But that was just my other one.
Yep. Who was your hero and your villain?
My villain was Stuart.
Same.
My hero. I actually had two. I had Sadie and Jude.
I had Jude just because she's the one who tells her dad that he has to confess to the affair, which is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Stuart's definitely the villain.
Yes.
I know you've rated Skin. You gave it a 10. Song review for Skin, I give it a 10. And I do not give 10s lightly for songs.
No. I don't think either one of us do.
No. I'm not sure. Maybe there might be one more 10 coming up, but it might also be a 9. Think about it.
Yeah, I think there's one more I'm towing the line with, if whether it's a 10 or a 9.
Yep. It's just such a good song.
Yes.
Get into pop culture, but I couldn't find any pop culture in this episode.
Only pop culture I noticed was at the beginning when Jude's watching like that entertainment morning show. It's like my E
like
E News or whatever.
News, yeah.
And then like the gossip magazines and the newspaper. And then under the mic, I kind of looked at that like MTV's Unplugged.
Yeah.
But those were the only ones I noticed.
Yeah, I just had, obviously, the episode title is always a song, and Won't Get Fooled Again is a song by English rock band The Who, released in 1971. And I was trying to find a pop culture fact about Skin, because I know that Skin to this day is the best-selling song from the show. And I've read it somewhere, but I couldn't find the actual information. Sure,
That
there's like an
doesn't
article about
surprise
it.
me. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, apparently it's always been the best-selling song.
I believe that.
Same. It's just so relatable, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my mum doesn't like many songs from Instant Star, but even she likes Skin.
It's funny. My mom listens to a lot of my music just because, like, we have Alexas and we have like iPhones that we just put on our
Here's something I found on the web. According to agriculture.com, we are running out of oil.
Alexa, shut up. But
how does oil have anything to do with what we're talking about?
No. I'll randomly like play something, and if I turn it on my Instant Stop playlist, my mom is always like, turn on that song that she says something about under my skin. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, so even my mom likes it.
Yeah, everyone can relate to it, I think.
Yeah.
Did you have any favorite quotes? I had 2.
I love the voicemail. It's not a favorite quote, but the voicemail that they leave for their dad. I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
My favorite quotes. I think I'm definitely going off what I normally do, but the one that the mom said at dinner.
Same, I have that as one of mine.
So that was mine.
My other one is get over yourself, not everything's about you.
Yes. That's a great one too.
And then she slams the door.
Yes.
I mean, #iconic. It has to be the song and the performance.
Yeah, I was gonna say the under the mics stuff, the song, the performance.
Yep. If I had to rate this entire episode, it would be a 10.
Yeah. The plot was good. The song was amazing. The acting was great. I mean, it's definitely, if not my favorite, it's one of my favorites of season 1.
Yep.
But it might be my favorite one of season 1.
Yeah, same. No, the 108 comes close.
Yes.
Again, you can't have one without the other, I don't think.
Yeah. It's almost like 108 and 109 are like cohesive.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's spin the wheel for most likely to. I'm not sure if we've had this one before. Most likely to respond to a text message using only emojis. I don't think we have. Cat.
I was gonna say EJ.
Or EJ, yeah.
Or Cat, that works.
Just because Cat's like quirky and
Yes.
emojis, yeah. I kind of hate how many emojis I use in messages, but also
I use so many emojis and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm using these.
But I always say words with my message.
Yes.
Pretty funny. Well, that was our recap of 109. Won't get fooled again. Next episode is 110. Lose the Skin. I'm just going to go on record and say this is my least favorite episode, possibly of the entire series. I find it very cringeworthy.
Yes.
But we're watching all of them, so interested to see what we think of the next episode. Because I also hate 103, but I think we did quite a good recap for that.
Yes.
Yes, well, thank you everyone for your patience. We're going to try and do these weekly again from now on, but life happens, life gets in the way, and thanks for sticking with us, and thanks for listening.
Hope you guys had a great holiday.
Yes, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to The Breakdown, an Instant Star Rewatch podcast. The Breakdown was produced by me, Chloe, and Neon Network Production. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and listen to all episodes of The Breakdown on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. See you next time.